Welcome to the Bulldog Blitz. I'm going to be your host today, Mason Sedgwick, and today with me I have Butler women's soccer player Shannon McDevitt. Shannon, thank you for joining us today.
Of course.
So I guess first off, let's just start with how did you end up at Butler?
I was being recruited pretty early in my high school career, and then actually both my parents went here, so they were pretty excited that I started looking here, and it just ended up being the best option for me.
So obviously you guys had a fantastic season last season. You guys won the Big East tournament, and then you guys went on to have the first NCAA tournament appearance in our women's soccer team history. What was that experience like for you?
It was surreal. It was a super fun experience with the team. I mean, we're such a close team that it made it so much more fun to be with these girls, and it was just a great experience for me. Playing in my first NCAA game was crazy, and getting to go to Ohio State and play them and have such a great game against them was really awesome.
So obviously that Ohio State game was a heartbreaker, a double overtime loss. Was that kind of like motivation for going into the offseason? How did you guys use that?
Oh, definitely. I think we now have set the standards of making it to the NCAA tournament and hopefully making it to the second round now. That was a heartbreaker. But we were so happy about our season at that point that it was kind of like, all right, let's move on and let's take it to the next level next year.
So you guys lost a couple of key players coming into this season, one of them being another defender, Randy DeLong. What kind of did you learn from her or take away from like playing underneath her?
Randy was a hard worker. She was a walk-on, and I thought that was like a very awesome experience to watch her grow as a player and kind of come underneath her and be able to play with her. She worked so hard, won every ball in the air when we needed her to. So just being able to play with her was awesome for me.
And then now we're heading into we're in the middle of Big East play. You guys are currently 1-1-1. Mm-hmm. How does that kind of ramp up the intensity of practice or just everyday kind of soccer routine? How does that ramp up the intensity being in Big East play?
I'd say just in all of our practices, we work to make them game-like, and our coaches do a great job with scouting and that kind of thing to make sure that we know exactly what's happening in the next games and knowing the team that we're playing. So the ties and the losses have definitely motivated us to get some points here. We have DePaul on Thursday, so just making sure that we can get 3 points out of that game is a big deal.
And so not only is it you guys are in the middle of Big East play, but we're in the middle of homecoming week. How does that add extra excitement into the game?
Yeah, it's really fun to be able to play at home and have extra fans and people being really into the school spirit. So it's going to be a fun game on Thursday, and especially having a night game against DePaul, it's always a good game, and we always get some good fans. So awesome.
Last season you guys had 9 shutouts. This season you guys are already at, I think it's 8, and 6 of your last 7 games have been shutouts. Mm-hmm. What makes your guys' defense so good?
Where we play as a team. We're organized as a team. It starts with the forwards playing defense. You'll find in a lot of teams that their forwards don't come back and play defense. They just want to go score goals, and our forwards know that to be organized and have our team chemistry the way that it is, we have to start with the forwards, and then the midfielders do their job to play defense, and our back line just knows when we need to clear the ball and also just keeping play wide and that kind of stuff. So we're just a very organized team, and that's due to our coaching too.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I just want to say thank you for Shannon to coming down and taking time for this interview, and I hope you guys enjoy the second half.